Hi everyone, welcome back to our stream, Coding Kotlin. Igor should be here, but he has some technical difficulties for now. Hopefully he will fix it soon-ish. I cannot hold you here more, I don't know, waiting for him. So let's try to quickly recap. What did we achieve the last time? It was actually 2 weeks ago, so I don't remember. But luckily I have the project open, so probably I can just launch it and see what did I do. I believe it was something regarding physics. Give it a second to build. Yeah, no, it was actually about the camera. You can see that now camera follows my character. Still hard. I don't know how do I use it, but the camera itself works nicely. I mean, there are some issues with jumping, obviously, but it's not a camera thing. Camera follows and it's not, it doesn't switch, it doesn't zoom, doesn't zoom in, doesn't zoom out, but it moves kind of nicely. It almost never loses the character, maybe only in the extreme speeds. I mean, right now you can see that we can lose him for a second on the left or on the right side of the screen. But other than that, it just works. So we need to do, I don't know, we will have to do something about jumping. It obviously shouldn't be like this. Although it's nice too, we can jump extremely fast like this. But I still don't know how do I jump to the left platform to the left of me. Something we will need to consider. I mean, physics of movement is probably the hardest part of libktx. What I want to do today, I want to experiment a bit with viewports. Let me open the article about viewports. Viewport is kind of confusing concept. I was hoping that Igor would explain it. Viewport somehow overrides camera, and it has camera as an argument of its constructor. Viewport knows something about our window, while camera is just a virtual thing that may follow our character. Viewport is done differently. Viewport knows something about the camera and something about our actual window size. So it can do some smart things. For example, if I launch an application, let me to do something. Yeah, look at this. Look what happens to the screen. It just becomes narrow. It's not the behavior we want, right? Same happens when I scale it vertically, stretch it, and so on. Proportions of tiles shouldn't change. Tile is 32 by 32 pixels, and so it's 1 by 1, and it should always remain the same. So today I want to experiment with this viewport and understand how does it work. Let's look what do we need to create it. So we basically have this viewport, and it is something of fit viewport in this case, sizes of window, I believe, and we pass camera as an argument of it. Also, we should override the resize function, probably on the window, and should call viewport update with width and height. Okay. Also, when we create a stage, do we use stages? We can use stretch viewport and so on. Do we have stages? No, we don't have them. Okay. Let's try to create a viewport. Viewport equals, what type of viewport do we need? Usage, example, stretch viewport. Okay. Stretch viewport supports working with the virtual screen size. Okay. Fit viewport. It will always maintain the aspect ratio of the virtual screen size, virtual viewport, while scaling it as much as possible to fit the screen. And also there is a fill viewport that also keeps the aspect ratio of the virtual screen size. Okay. Let's try to use fit viewport maybe. Fit viewport. World width and world height. Let's use, I have an idea here. We have this map, and we can understand sizes of map. Let's try it. Map dot layers. No, let's take the first one first. What does it have? Opacity, object, parallax, invisible, properties. It's visible. It should have some sizes in it. Also, I can probably just open the map and look into it. Probably something useful will be in there. Okay. Width is 25 by 32. What is it? By 32 by 800. Let's make it 700. Well, no, 700 is not beautiful. Let's just exclude, I don't know, 4 tiles, for example. 768 F. What is the second one? World height. What is it? Height 15. Okay. Is the key. 352. And third one. Okay, third one is camera, so we should create after we create camera. Where do we create camera? I see. Let's put it here then, and use our camera as an argument. Also, we should override something. Resize, nice. Viewport resize. What was the call? Viewport update. Okay, viewport update. Width and height. Oops, it's an interesting one. Oh, does it mean that I don't need this by PPA? Maybe I don't need zoom at all, because now viewport rules my. Oops. No, something is wrong. Does it have some more arguments? Apply. Do you have here? What functions do you have? Viewports, examples, extend viewport, maybe something in the wiki. Fit viewport, spread batch, new stage. No, render separate. Should I somehow? What about Okay, we'll divide everything by ppm. If you don't remember, ppm is our pixels per meter. Oh, now it's actually much better. Oops. It was an interesting fluke. Let's zoom in even more. Okay, now it's wrong. Oh, it's definitely wrong. It's not sure how it should be. What was the second one? One of them was fit viewport. Oh, the second one was fill viewport. Let's try this one. Okay, of course, I have imported. Sorry for that. Okay, changing fit viewport. Oh, nice. Oh, nice. Let's try to resize our window. It actually always fits. Okay, let's try to make it 800. What was the original one? 15 or 80? Okay, so what we did right now, does it work as expected? Yeah, it actually resizes. Even when the window is very narrow, we still can see our hero and nothing is, well, okay, not on the leftmost part. For some reason, not sure why. But generally when it's closer to the screen, then we can see him. Let's try it this way. Okay. This way we can see our hero all the way. All the time. What worries me a bit is this black lines. I believe it's called letterbox. Interesting. Okay. How do I extend viewport? Maybe I need an extend viewport. No, definitely no. That doesn't make anything better. Now, can I update something in my rendering system? Can I update anything in my rendering system to reuse this viewport? Do I need, for example, this divide by ppm? Okay, and this. And this. Something is definitely wrong because I can see my hero and I see that diamonds are not in the place there should be. What's even funnier, my hero runs. I'm not sure where it's kind of invisible. Anyway, I had this idea that I can hide the rendered. Yeah, the render. We don't need it when we use our debug. Yeah, this one. Kind of funny. I can work only with primitives right now. Still interesting. Why don't I see our hero and or diamonds? Because they are visuals and I don't scale them anymore. Anyway, we can observe some interesting things. We can see that rectangles of walls actually intersect. They're not as clean as they should be. And I clearly can jump. Okay. How do I hide this? How do I hide these black lines? I should limit the camera movement somehow. If I remember correctly, I already did it some time ago. Yeah, this one. Let me check actually. What will happen if I will... Oh, it's the same. I just should change numbers here. Let's try to change to 18, for example. Will become... Oops. Yeah, of course. Then it should be 18F. Okay. 12. Good alt bisect to find the best left position of the camera. No. So it's between 12 and 6, 9. Nine works. Nice. So before it was 6, now it's 9. On the right side, I believe it should become 16F then. Yeah, yep. Works exactly as expected. Let's try to make the... Yeah, but here we have an issue. Now, when aspect ratio is kept, this number should be changed somehow. This one is tricky. Should this number be relative to the camera position? No, to the camera or to the viewport? Okay, first of all, let's try to replace it with fit viewport again. Okay, right. Now it's always the same. Interesting. Does fit viewport has some additional? No. Let me navigate to fit viewport and see. No, it actually scaling fit. Contain. So there are several types of scaling viewports, fill letterboxing viewport and stretch viewport. Let's just, for the sake of curiosity, use stretch viewport and see how it will work. So yeah, fit viewport is obviously what we had initially. It's definitely not what we need. It should be either fill or what again? Constantly mix them. Extend. What's extend viewport again? Without black bars by extending one direction. Custom viewport. Should viewport have some camera? Okay. New tab. VTX viewport camera center. Oh, interesting. No, actually not that interesting. We can, on resize, we can center the camera. Where do we have our resize? Yeah, it's here. What do we have? Yeah, we can try to center camera on resize. I'm not sure if it will help in any way, actually, but let's just see. It's stretch viewport here, right? It's stretch viewport. We are not interested in it. Let's use the fit viewport. I find what we saw with the fit viewport the most appealing. Was it fill? Was it fill viewport? No, it should be fill viewport, right? Yeah, it's fill viewport. So currently it works like a charm, but issues happen when I resize window. Right now we are in the leftmost position and we can't already see our hero. Let's read about the fill viewport a bit. Some of the world may be seen off screen. Create a new viewport using a new orthographic camera. It accepts. Update. Set screen bounds. Oh, wow, interesting. What is screen bounds? Can I somehow call them? Wait. Screen X. Oh, I actually, no. No. I probably can call them. It's very interesting. Let's try to pass our viewport as injectable. Add viewport. And then we'll try to inject it inside our rendering system. Private val viewport plus inject. Will it work this way? Or should I say that it's not viewport, but fill viewport? No, it's not injected. Let's try to replace it with fill viewport and run again. Now it runs, okay. Let's try to perform this small experiment. Camera position is less than viewport screen X. And it should be equal viewport screen X. Now to float. Okay. So now I can always see viewport screen X plus viewport width. Viewport screen X plus viewport screen width to int. No, to float. Let's launch it. Okay, let's make it extremely narrow. Now we actually never lose our hero, but we have an issue. We see this ugly black bars at least on the left side. Wait, maybe screen width is an incorrect thing. Fill viewport, super, set also. Let's try to use wall width, not screen width. Never lose it here, never lose it there. Make it narrower, much narrower. Okay, don't lose it here, don't lose it there. Okay, maybe camera is not fast enough to catch this, but it is basically fine. What I don't like is this black bars. How do I remove them? Okay, first of all, let's do the same for viewport screen Y equals viewport screen Y float and viewport screen Y plus viewport now I have idea about screen width viewport screen Y again and bold height. Don't need this parenthesis anymore. As well as this one. Totally doesn't work. What's wrong with me? Or with my code? I'll comment out these lines. No, it actually doesn't work. So is it about screen width? Now it works. Okay. It's not how it's supposed to work. And I actually don't understand what's going on. Screen Y, is it? Is it inverted? Viewport screen Y. Oh, right. So if it's If it's y is, I just mixed everything. It should be less, it should be more. Let's try it. Nice. Okay. And when we make it extremely narrow, we can still see our hero. And if we will make it significantly lower, we can okay. It's not how you usually operate the screen, right? However, it works. It always follows our character. Let's try to understand what's going on. And the visuals are actually much better. Let's understand what's going on with this. With these black bars. How do we fix them? What do we do here? Super. Set world size to world width and world height. When does it happen? In which method does it happen? So when we construct. Okay. So we have world width, world height, and camera. How do we construct it? Okay. What if I will remove this divided by ppm? Now it's very small. Viewport doesn't have zoom. But it has scaling. The scaling. It has apply. No. Oh no, scaling is just our feet, and it's a function of scaling actually. We already have it. You don't want to do anything on scaling. So what I'm trying to solve now, I'm trying to understand if I can remove this ridiculous divide by ppm everywhere. What is left gutter width? Shoot. Oh, viewport has width and height of gutters. Huh. If it's visible, we can probably remove it. I mean, just move camera a bit. Okay, it's even more interesting than removing these ppms everywhere. A rendering system. If our x is less than viewport screen x plus viewport left gutter width, then it should be this plus viewport left gutter width to float. Let's check it. Totally no, totally doesn't work. Viewport screen x plus viewport left gutter width twice minus. At this moment, I'm just guessing what's wrong with my maths. It is basically the same. Let's debug it just a bit. We will run to the very left side of the screen and put a breakpoint in there, and we'll probably hit it immediately. Please, what's wrong? Yes, thanks. So this viewport, what's wrong? Viewport left gutter width. Okay. Plus viewport screen. Can I add actually several things to view? Yes. Viewport left gutter width. Also screen X. And also camera position X. They do not have anything in common. Camera position X. Okay. Let it be this way. Now let's run to the right side. Hit this again. Okay, we also need viewport right gutter width. Oh, they have right gutter width and right gutter X. Okay, now I'm interested again to see what happens. I also need then left. They don't have left gutter X. Okay. Doesn't make sense to me. But what is 980 minus 150? 980 minus 150, 768. What is the width of our vault there? No, it's 800. How so? What is 768 then? Show it to me again. 918 minus 150, 768. Reminds me of something. Anyways, camera position X is nowhere near viewport screen X. That's why it doesn't work. What is viewport screen width? So viewport screen X and view 1067 minus 149. Yeah. Oh, right gutter X is where the right gutter starts. Okay, obviously. The thing is camera position. It's something very different. Do we still have something like combined? If we move our camera, it somehow should be reflected in viewport, but it's not. Camera position X. Okay, folks, if you have any ideas, it's the high time to write something. Let me read the comments. Oh, nice. Thanks, Mema Twitch. Nice to read you. How do I do column selection mode without dragging in PyCharm community? I believe it should be basically the same everywhere. Column selection mode is Command Shift 8. Let's check. That's how I do it. It's just for me. It's just Command Shift 8 and then Shift down. That's the column selection. And I believe I can. Of course, now my idea completely hanged. Completely. I don't know what's going on. Let's just terminate the whole thing. Give me a sec. I will try to fix it. Looks like it works. Let's check. Yep, it works. So again, let's return to our stuff. Debug it. Do we have something like viewport center? Viewport center position. Together get pick ray set screen Java class. Okay. Doesn't work this way. Let's comment all the stuff about camera, restart our application without debug, and see if it changes anything. Oh, it's actually the same behavior, like if we didn't have camera at all. Yeah, just viewports handles nicely the centering of our camera. So what we need to do? Let's just print our camera coordinates on each tick. It will be print of I'm at x camera position dot x. Okay. 12 is what we need. What happens if I will resize it? Yeah, the actual position of camera never changes. So, okay, it's if our camera position is less than 12. I don't understand the physical sense of these numbers yet. Hopefully when Igor will be able to join, he will help me. And camera position equals 12f. Position x equals 12f. Now let's check if it worked. No, it doesn't work. 12. It was a stupid mistake. Even 10 maybe. Yeah. We already deduced that it was 9, right? And if I narrow screen, I don't see my character anymore. Can I print somehow X of my character? Let's see. Hero. Hero first. Location component. How does camera center on the stop? By the way, I already have this camera position. Stop. Hero location. Yeah, here first location component is kind of obvious. Camera lerp. It's weird. If you will look into the logs, you will see that in the leftmost position, I should print actually both. While camera is at X, camera location, camera position X. They do not have anything in common. While hero is at 1.71, camera is at 8 something. And when the hero is at 22, then camera is at 22 too. But okay, so camera could be Z camera position. Okay. Let's comment out this one. I don't need it for now. Yeah, now camera and hero are at the same position. And now they are at the same position too. What happens when I make the screen narrower? They're still at the same position. So how should I? What else do I know about camera? Camera. Shake position, direction, frustum, near projection, viewport width up, zoom. Rotate around, set toward, transform, translate, and project, and Kotlin functions. Should I somehow cares? Okay, let's also print left gutter width. viewport left gutter width. Will it change in time? Minus what is negative width? I don't even understand. And why is it bigger now? And even bigger now. Do we have any comments on it? Left gutter black bar width in screen coordinates. Like it's far, far away. Do I have anything real to understand about gutter? Screen bounds. Screen size. Get screen height. Get screen X. Do you have any comments on screen X? Okay, let's print screen X too. Igor would be happy to see this. Oh, okay. Screen X. Screen X is always the same. It is kind of funny. What if I make it even bigger? So now there is no screen left gutter. Kinda. But there is. I can see this left gutter. Stupid machine. What are you doing to me? Can I see again? I really cannot extract any useful information from viewport, right? Maybe it's because it's, I don't know, some abstract viewport. What viewport do I use? Do I use fill viewport? Yeah, I use fill viewport. Main fill viewport doesn't write anything, but it extends scaling viewport. Math round. But actually, it's very. It doesn't do anything to left gutter. How does it compute the left gutter width? No, wrong. How does it work here? Report get left gutter width. Just return screen X. Okay. It is also funny. Can I set left gutter width? I can use screen X. So if left gutter width, interesting. Let's try it. If left gutter X is negative, if viewport left gutter width is less than 0, then viewport set screen X equals 0. Let's try it. Nope, absolutely no. I mean, changes nothing. Can I set camera to 0? Excuse me for this awful formatting. Now it just always says that, well, obviously it doesn't work. Okay, folks, it's ridiculous. I don't have any idea how do I do it. I was hoping that Igor will help me. Probably he won't. He's not even here to save my life. It's not like it's a question of life and death, but it's really frustrating because the problem seems so simple. It should be easy to solve it. Why can't I? Yay! Oh, of course, yeah. I can do all kinds of stuff to the screen, but when I modify left gutter width manually, nothing changes in rendering. Nothing. Literally nothing. What is screen X? Do you have any comments on screen X? Of course we don't. Why would we? Where do we set it? Let's navigate to the apply. Do we have anything like, I don't know, screen X equals? Yes. Set viewport offset from the left edge of the screen. And it's been called by update. Come on. GL viewport, screen X, screen Y, camera width, camera viewport width equals vault width. If central camera, what if I want central camera? No, it won't change nothing. No, wait. Why do I center camera at all? I don't have to center camera probably. My camera should follow my character, not being abstractly centered. Okay. I understand correctly. Now there should be no gutters because screen is big enough to fit all the map, right? Kinda. It does. By the way, it's nice to see how camera slowly moves to my character. But I'm currently totally stuck. I need some help from Igor or somebody who understands how might it work or how might it not work. Why it doesn't work. I mean, total mystery to me. Anyways, we achieved today only one thing. It's kind of nice that we can resize our window. It continues to look nice. Under any circumstances, it always follows our character. It's fun. It's fast enough to follow almost anything. It's small delay, and I actually like this delay. It's almost cinematic. We should probably not use camera this way, or this way it's much better. I also think it should work kind of nicely on mobile devices. And we have a way to check it. Here is how mobile devices look. The only thing I wasn't able to fix is to remove this awful black bars gutters on the left and the right. Yeah, I just jumped to the platform. I couldn't jump the whole video today. Thank you very much for watching it, and hopefully I will be able to fix it. Maybe in between our streams, maybe later, who knows. See you folks. Bye.